Hey everyone, my name is Olga and I'm happy to see you here in this new video, and today we are gonna try a new beautiful collection from Catrice, which is called Finding Dory. We are gonna try almost all products from this collection. Exceptions are gonna be right here. Related to eyeshadow palettes, I decided to take this one because I think that it would work nicely in case of daily looks. The second one may work as well, but I think that this one is gonna be just simply better, especially if you have gold or neutral undertone. And as well, lipsticks. I've picked up shade 20 and others I decided not to take. What do we call it? Tinted lip and cheek jelly. I took shade 10. We are gonna see today two makeup looks and we are gonna try all eyeshadows from this palette. And of course, you're gonna see how products behave during a day. So take a seat and we are gonna start from the first look. Time for our first makeup, and we are gonna try today not only eyeshadow palette but as well blush in shade 10. And by the way, we have three shades here: light, medium and dark, but actually I'm gonna mix everything and we are gonna see how this product works. As well, I wanna try lip tint in shade 10, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, and probably we are gonna try these eyeliners as well. I'm not sure that I'm gonna draw a win. I'm not quite sure at all. By the way, I've already tried to wear them, and I did it while I was filming swatches, so I definitely know how these two products behave. And today probably I'm gonna use them on the lower lid, most likely. And that's it for today, at least. This blush we are gonna try tomorrow as a part of the second look. Of course, we are gonna start from the blush. And if you don't know how to open it, first of all, we can twist right here, and as well you can take off this part and you can mix all the shades together if you want to. I wanna mix all of them, and of course I'm gonna use a cap, of course. Grabbing a little bit. Okay, I hope that it's gonna be more or less enough. Time for a brush, mixing all the shades, should be fine. Okay, let's see. Pigmentation is quite low, but it's good, especially for face products. They shouldn't be super pigmented. Otherwise, you may have problems. It's easier to layer, really. I like this shade, easy to blend. By the way, the texture is thin and silky. I like it. Not visible on skin, doesn't really emphasize skin texture. And by the way, it's slightly satin, and it looks fine. It looks good. Not sure that I'm gonna layer it. We'll see, but for now I think it's more than enough. Now let's try this lip tint. It smells not the best, not the best, slightly sour. But anyway, I hope it will work. And I will keep it for now. I like this shade. At least it's not red, because I hate red lip tints. And in most of the cases, as soon as we talk about lip tints, they are red. Feels nicely, not sticky, quite comfortable. We'll see how it works. I will keep it as it is for now. And now it's time to try this lovely palette. I'm gonna try these three matte eyeshadows, at least for now. Probably I will try a little bit more as well. I wanna try probably these three shades Of course, related to these two beautiful shades, I will try them tomorrow, and I wanna use them together. And this guy as well probably is gonna be left for tomorrow, but I'm not quite sure. We'll see, maybe I will try a little bit more. Related to the liner, we have a liner here, it's dark brown. I will try it tomorrow, most likely, and probably tomorrow as well I will add this eyeliner, but I'm not quite sure. Or the day after tomorrow, I'm not quite sure when. Okay, we're gonna start from the darkest shade, and it's gonna be this one. And as well, on this side, I'm not gonna have any eyeshadow bases, so you would know how the eyeshadows behave. On this side, I'm gonna use an eyeshadow base from NARS. Grabbing a small brush and the darkest shade. It's dusty. Matte eyeshadows are creamy but dusty, so don't forget to tap off extra just in case, and starting from the outer corner. Pigmentation is not super high, but the texture is creamy, and I think that these eyeshadows might be layered. We'll see, but pigmentation is really not the highest, but they are creamy, and it seems like it's quite easy to blend them, and they might be layered as well. Changing the brush, taking the one which is slightly bigger, and gonna use shade Shark, which is located right here. It's dusty as well. This shade is quite interesting. It is a mix of brown and a bit of gray and lilac, I would say. Nice shade, would work nicely in case of cold undertone. Time to blend. Oh, here pigmentation is good. It's quite high. I like the texture. It's quite creamy and soft. But yeah, they're dusty, unfortunately. And we have to live with it somehow. Time for a big fluffy brush. And now I'm gonna use shade Lost for blending everything into skin. It's way too dusty. Just take a look. Not nice, but may happen. Blending everything into skin. And of course, blending everything together. We shouldn't have any harsh lines. Okay, let's try some shimmers, and I'm gonna start from the darkest shade from the palette. It's called Flow. It is a classical metallic shade because others remind me toppers. Time to see. Yes, metallic. A nice metallic shade. Beautiful, but may emphasize skin texture, which is quite expected. Now, let's apply shade Swimming. And I'm gonna apply it in the center. Right here. It contains a bit of blue and a bit of gray. Oh yeah. Not really my this shade is not really mine because it's too gray for me, and actually this color Story is way too gray for me, but okay. Anyway, we are testing everything. Now, in the inner corner, I'm gonna add shade Seashell. Let's try it, why not? And as well, I'm gonna apply it slightly on the lower lid. Why not? At least something light. By the way, I can probably apply blue in the waterline, and actually I'm gonna do it because right now, right here, I'm gonna use this eyeliner. But before, switching to the lower lid, and I'm gonna start from the darkest shade, grabbing a little bit, and gonna add it closer to the outer corner, right here, blending. Now I'm gonna blend lower eyelid using slightly pink shade, and as well I'm gonna apply it. Oh, it's so dusty. That. Okay, I'm gonna apply it right here and blending edges. Now we are gonna do something interesting. Grabbing blue eyeliner, and I'm gonna add it right here. And I'm gonna blend it slightly. As well, I'm gonna add blue eyeliner pencil in the waterline, and it should work quite nicely. This shade is beautiful, really beautiful. Don't forget to blend edges, it's quite important. I'm gonna blend it right here, and let's add a blue eyeliner, adding in the waterline. Actually, it's gonna be dark blue, but still anyway. And please don't forget to blend edges. It is important. Had to take a small break, as actually today is a working day and I have my job. But in most of the cases, I do my best for filming everything before starting my job. And today I will just simply have to work a little bit more. So moving on, and I think that this eyeliner looks nicely here, but you know what? I want to add this beautiful shade near, because I think that we need something for mixing everything. And as well, I have to draw an inner line, at least I think so. And it may work quite nicely. Near the lash line, I'm gonna add black eyeliner right here and gonna blend the edge. And of course, I'm gonna draw an inner line because I think it's required having it here. So grabbing a small brush and drawing an inner line. Okay, before switching to this side, and actually I'm gonna do everything in the background, let me quickly share some thoughts about this product. I think it looks quite fine, but I'm not sure that it stains. It does, but just a little bit, so it's not super long lasting, but it feels nicely on lips, and I don't feel dryness, because time to time after wearing such products I may feel dryness, but not today. And let me quickly finish my look and we're gonna discuss what we've tried today. Final look. And of course I'm gonna tell you what I've used on lips. 2 lip liners, P. Louise, it was limited edition, and Rare Beauty Humble. And as well, I've applied a bit of a lip gloss from Fenty Beauty, shade Fussy, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. So, time to talk, time to discuss. We've tried a couple of products today, and I'm gonna start from the blush. Actually, I like it. It's quite easy to work with it. It's quite easy to blend. This product pigmentation is between low and average. If you wanna layer easily, easy breezy, easy to do, works nicely. This shade is quite nice as well. It's pinky, looks beautiful, and by the way, it doesn't emphasize skin texture, and it's slightly satin, but I'm not sure about it. At least it looks like. I have something dark right here. Anyway, the next one, lip tint. Okay, but I'm not impressed. It doesn't stain actually, so if you wanna see and if you wanna try something long lasting, probably it's not your choice. But it's quite, but it feels comfortable on lips. And take into account that it has sand and it's not that good. Actually, it's slightly sour, so if you're sensitive, probably you wouldn't like it. But if you don't care, why not? Feels nicely, not sticky, no dryness after wearing it. And as well, today we've tried this beautiful eyeliner. I like this shade, it looks beautiful. It doesn't crack, actually. I did a kind of a wear test, as I've already told you, and it behaves normally. Of course, it may slightly crack right here where we have texture, but this shade is beautiful. But you have to layer it. It's not super pigmented, that's why you have to spend time for layering it. But as soon as it's layered, beautiful, extremely beautiful shade, like it. We'll see how it will behave today. Of course, related to eyeshadow palettes, from one side, yes, from the other side, it's so dusty. It's so dusty, and if you have tried any palettes from Colourpop, same level, I would say, maybe a little bit worse, just a little bit. I think that they are more or less on the same level, but it works nicely. Pigmentation is not super high, but the eyeshadows might be layered, and in this case you would have quite high pigmentation. Easy to work, easy to blend, but you have to be careful because the product may fall off while being applied. Just bear in mind, and you can do following: grabbing a brush, grabbing a little bit of the product, tap off extra, or doing something like this, and in this case everything is gonna be fine because it's quite easy to work with these eyeshadows and they are good. But this palette is quite cold. If you have cold undertone, it may work for you. If you have warm undertone, depends. Depends on the look. And in your case, it would be far better to take something warmer. But the shades are nice. I've tried today 1, 2, 3, 4 matte eyeshadows, and as well 1, 2, 3, 4 shimmers. So I haven't tried yet 1, 2, 3 shimmers, and this one I've tried, this and this and this. So okay, seems fine. We are gonna try it next time, and it's gonna be our final look. So by the way, related to shimmers, they're okay. They are quite creamy. They are not dry, and it's awesome. Easy to apply using a brush. Might be applied using a finger. Up to you, of course. And I think that they look quite fine, but bear in mind that this particular shade may slightly emphasize skin texture if you have mature skin, or if your skin is way too dry. Just simply take into account while applying, and you can take off extra, and in this case it would look far better. And that's it for today. Now I'm gonna show you eye makeup look extremely closely, of course. And by the way, I had to use today a black glue, so I have some black dots. Sorry, my fully transparent glue decided to say me goodbye and then just simply doesn't work. I have to make an order, unfortunately, so don't pay much attention on it, okay? sorry. That's why I hate black glues. Okay, anyway, gonna show it to you, and we are gonna see each other in the evening. I have my makeup on around 10 hours, and now we're gonna check everything out. Blushes, perfect, looks beautiful. Eye makeup, I've used here an eyeshadow base, and it looks gorgeous. Let's check out our eyeliner. I think it looks and works quite nicely. And here I haven't used any eyeshadow bases, and it still looks beautiful. I like the quality, and I definitely like this eyeliner. Of course I had to layer it, yes, but at least it looks nicely, and it didn't really crack or fall off. Okay. Time for the second look, and it's gonna be our main look, and we are gonna start from the primer. I have on my skin only skincare, and I applied it around 2 hours ago, so I hope everything it's gonna be fine, but we will see. I like the way this primer looks like, but I'm not quite sure whether I will like it or not. We'll see. The shade is quite strange. Okay, it's just simply blue, but as soon as you start applying it, pigment disappears, as you can see. Smells okay, nothing special. Feels quite nourishing, I would say. Gives some moisture. It's slightly sticky, and it doesn't peel. Hope that it won't peel when I will be applying my foundation. For now, seems fine. And actually, I kind of like it. Okay, now I'm gonna apply foundation and the concealer in the background, and we are gonna try this beautiful liquid bronzer. Just in case if you're interested in my foundation, today I've used these two products. Shiseido Synchro Skin Self-Refreshing would work nicely in case of normal skin and oily prone, and Charlotte Tilbury in shade 2W. By the way, Shiseido 130. This shade always light for me. Don't ask me why I bought it. I use it time to time when I wanna mix a perfect shade, and by the way, the shade is quite neutral, and actually I like it, but it's not mine. It's okay. It's okay. I like this product from Charlotte, looks beautiful and would work nicely in case of dry prone skin. And now we are gonna try a bronzer. Of course, I'm gonna apply it using a brush, and this shade is quite nice. I would say it's more neutral based on swatches I made, but we're gonna find out. Grabbing a bit on a brush seems fine. Like the shade, yes, it's quite neutral. And in my case, it would appear more like a contouring shade. Beautiful, really, really beautiful, easy to blend. Pigmentation is average. Oh, it has a little bit of red, but not that much. I would say it's more neutral. Doesn't dissolve foundation, perfect. And this product might be layered, of course. I like it. Beautiful product. Something is peeling. And quite badly right here. I think it's a primer. I don't know whether I would be able to show it to you right here. I hope it's visible. Oh, yeah. Bad luck. Okay, I will try to apply foundation carefully, and I will try to apply the bronzer carefully as well. But yeah, this primer may peel. That's life, it happens. Blush time, and today I'm gonna try shade 20, and of course I'm gonna mix all the shades. When I was filming swatches, I was slightly surprised because I thought that this product would be peachy, more peachy, but it's a kind of a mix of something peach and pink, and we'll see how it will look on skin. Okay, if you want to mix all the shades, take off this lovely thing and grab a bit of a product on a cap and mix all the shades together. Let's see. It looks peachy. Final result. Okay, final shade looks peachy. Okay, I'm happy. I'm happy. Okay, applying here a little bit more. Pigmentation is exactly the same. I would say it's average. You can apply less, and in this case you're gonna have low pigmented blush. If you wanna layer it, no problems, you can easily do it. I like this texture, quite easy to work with it, and it's not visible on skin, and it blurs slightly texture, so I definitely like it. And easy to blend. So I think it looks fine, but of course I will have to layer everything for the final result, but for now I'm gonna keep everything as it is. Now we are gonna try this beautiful multi-use sparkle dust as a highlighter. And as well, I do wanna try this product on eyelid. So we are gonna try it today. Take into account that this product reminds me glitters, and the size of these glitters is slightly big. So just bear in mind. Product doesn't have a visible base, so it just simply glitters. Grabbing a brush. It looks so beautiful. Okay, let's apply it. Hello, Fancy Beauty. Yes, it reminds me of Fancy slightly. But glitters here, I mean the size of these glitters is bigger. But looks beautiful. But personally, I would prefer using this product as a sparkle on eyelid. And in this case it would look beautiful. Looks fine, but probably I will add a general highlighter as well. Yeah, I will. But I'm gonna do it in the background. And now we are moving to eye makeup. Today we are gonna draw some lines. We have several shades which I haven't tried yet. This one, and as far as I remember, this one. But they are quite light, so okay, we're gonna try a couple of them, but that's fine. As well, I wanna try this eyeliner. At least I will. I'll do my best. And of course, we haven't tried these lovely 3 shades. On the eyelid directly, I wanna add these 2 shades, and maybe I will add this one as well, but I'm not quite sure. Probably it's gonna be near the outer corner. We'll see. We'll see. And as well, by the way, I haven't shown you this eyeliner on eyelid, so probably I would add it as well. And by the way, I've tried these false lashes and I wanna show them to you. Not sure how it will look like and whether it might be reusable or no, but at least we are gonna try them. By the way, I like them. First impression, I like them. Okay, we're gonna start from brown eyeliner, and I'm gonna start from the line right here. I'm thinking whether it's gonna be whether I will have 2 or 1. I'm gonna have 1. Okay, so as well, I'm gonna do a wing right here, so I have to take it into account, and I will start from the center right here. By the way, currently I'm using Catrice. It is a beautiful waterproof eyeliner. It's wax based, so you have all time for blending, but it must be you have to use powder based product over, because it's not long lasting. It's not a gel based product. Okay, continue. Drawing some lines right here. Of course, gonna use some brushes, and here, what I'm gonna do here. Okay, I know what I'm gonna do. Okay, this time all my lines are gonna be separated. Now I'm gonna add some volume right here and gonna blend the edge a bit. And as well, I wanna add a little bit of volume here. So carefully blending everything. Time for the palette, and I'm gonna use a small flat brush and the darker shade from the palette. Now it's time to use a powder over eyeliner. So I'm gonna fully apply this shade over eyeliner everywhere. I'm gonna gonna use other shades for blending edges. Changing the brush and taking the one which is slightly bigger, and I'm gonna use this lovely pink shade. Take into account that it's dusty, so you have to be careful, and don't forget to tap off extra. And I'm gonna use this shade for blending this beautiful edge carefully, slowly doing this job. And don't forget that you should always blend edges, so you shouldn't have harsh lines. I know that you're used to see them, but ideally if you want to have beautiful look, blend shades together always, please. And as well, I want to add this shade right here above the line. Here I'm not gonna add anything. I'm gonna add something, but it's not gonna be okay, it's gonna be an eyeliner. I want to add an eyeliner right here and right here. Switching the brush, now I'm gonna take the one which is bigger, and we are gonna try this shade. It's quite light, yes, but it contains a bit of pink, and it should work nicely in this case. Strange thing, it's not that dusty. How they did it this way? Okay, anyway. Blending edge right here. It's way too light, so it's not gonna be even visible in some cases. You can definitely layer the shade and it would work nicely, but it's quite light. I would say even not light, but pale. As well, I'm gonna add this shade near the line, under the line, right here. And probably, you know what, I'm gonna add the shade right here as well. Why not? Really, it's not visible. It's almost not visible on skin. Now, let's try some shimmers. And I'm gonna start from shade... Let's start from I'm Swim. And I'm gonna add it closer to outer corner. Grabbing a little bit. And applying right here. Oh, looks beautiful. Good shade for some daily looks or even event. Beautiful. Changing the side, and now it's time for I'm Dory, and I hope this shade is beautiful. It's gonna be beautiful on eyelid because I like it. Based on swatches. So we'll see. Looks interesting. And quite beautiful, but bear in mind that these shades, they don't really have a base, and they work and they look mainly like toppers. In the inner corner, I'm gonna add shade Seashell. And as well, I'm gonna add it slightly on the lower lid. Starting from here, also looks quite beautiful. But we've tried it already. Texture is the same. And on the lower lid, I'm gonna use slightly different color Story because we haven't tried yet two shades, so I wanna try them. These two. So I'm gonna start from shade here, and I'm gonna apply it fully on the lower lid. It's dusty. Okay, expected. Right here. I'm gonna have a wing here, so can apply it till the end. Not super pigmented. Not at all. Not at all. And as well, I'm gonna use this shade for blending the edge. Not impressed. Not impressed at all. Okay, my work. Anyway, I'm gonna add an inner line as well. Looks boring. looks boring, but at least we've tried these shades. Time for the liner, and for now I'm not that happy with the lower lid. Probably I will add this liner a little bit on the lower lid as well, because it looks extremely boring. Okay, I've added a bit of setting mix into the liner for activating it, and now we are gonna... What's that? Okay, now we are gonna draw a wing. Anyway, where is it? Okay. Anyway, never mind. Never mind. Starting from the outer corner. Seems okay. But it must be layered, because it's not super pigmented, at least at the beginning. Grabbing it a little bit. Wanna draw an inner line as well. In the waterline, I'm gonna add a product from McQueen, New York. It's a Korean brand. Right here. Just wanna add a bit of golden. Let's add a little bit of this beautiful shade from Catrice. I'm not that sure that this shade is still available somewhere, and I don't have a single clue about the shade. Oh no, 100. I want to add it right here. And as well, as was promised, eyeliner. And wanna add it right here, slightly above. Just a little bit. Small line and small line right here. Below. Doing it quite carefully. By the way, in the background I've added this liner as well right here, and I wanna add a bit more glitters. So I wanna grab this product, this lovely highlighter, and gonna apply it right here. I'm gonna shine bright like a diamond. Beautiful. Really beautiful. I'm impressed. And now we are gonna try finally lashes. I'm not sure. First of all, I'm not gonna use this glue, or we can try to use it. Okay, let's try to use it. I'm gonna grab a little bit of glue on my hand, and we are gonna start from the longest. I think yes. I'm not sure whether I'm gonna use all of them. I'm not that sure, and probably I will use some others as well. By the way, probably it might be reused. I think so. And now I like them. And time to try. Looks nice. Like it. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit more. Probably I will try all sizes, but I'm not that sure about that. Okay, gonna try something smaller. By the way, it's up to you to decide how your final look would look like. Gonna add a little bit here. Oh yes, I like them. Beautiful. Probably I should move it slightly right here. Oh, I should order more. In most of the cases, I order such things, not really such. In most of the cases, I build my own false lashes. I order them from AliExpress, Temu, Shein, whatever, it doesn't matter. There's no need to pay a lot. You can save your cash. This product costed me, I mean the one from Catrice, 3 or 4 euro. So it's more or less acceptable, especially if it's possible to reuse them. I hope that it's possible. I'm gonna grab the one which is smaller and gonna add it right here. I'm adding all of them closer to each other. Beautiful. I like them. Yes, but probably closer to the inner corner. I'm gonna use mine false lashes because these guys are slightly big. I don't wanna use salon lashes right here. I wanna use something smaller. I'm not that happy with the glue because I think it's way too watery, and I'm not sure that my false lashes are gonna stay with me till the end of the day. We'll see, but I don't really like this glue. And please don't forget to use a mascara for sticking everything together, and in this case it would be far better and more convenient for you. One product is left. It's called Balmy lipstick, and I have it in shade 20. I like this formula from Catrice. It's quite comfortable, but it's not super pigmented. So yeah, feels nicely on lips, might be layered. But if you wanna see pigment, sorry, you have to layer. Not sticky, doesn't emphasize texture, looks beautiful, and yeah, of course, for final look I will have to do a combo. Probably I will use this product, but I'm not that sure. By the way, you don't feel dryness while wearing this formula. It's not new to Catrice. Okay, now I'm gonna finish my look. I'm gonna show you eye makeup closely, and we are gonna discuss everything. So guys, we are more or less done. Now it's time to discuss everything, and we are gonna start from the lips. Let me tell you what I've used today on my lips. I decided to take and to use two lip liners. The first one from P. Louise, it was limited edition. It's dark brown with a bit of pink, it looks beautiful. This product is wax based, so it's not super long lasting. And the second one from Natasha Denona in shade Natasha. I like this lip liner actually, and I like this particular shade, and it's more neutral, and it is a mix of brown and pink. Beautiful nude shade. And in the center I've applied a lipstick. Our lovely lipstick we've tried today. It looks beautiful. I like this combo. And now it's time to discuss everything. And we are gonna start from the primer. It looks beautiful. Yes. It looks funny. It's quite easy to work with it. It soaks into skin easily, gives a bit of moisture, gives a bit of stickiness, just a little bit, and it may not be actually enough for making sure that your foundation would stay longer. So it's okay, but it might be better. Unfortunately, in my case, today, it didn't work the way it should work, and this product may peel, as some other primers from Catrice, especially as this one. It may work, and it may work nicely if you don't use any skincare, but I'm not quite sure about foundations. It may peel with some foundations as well, so just bear in mind, I'm not quite sure that you do really need this product. It works, it's fine, but you can use your skincare if you need some moisture. So up to you to decide. It looks beautiful, yes, no questions. Bronzer, yes, yes, just simply yes. Beautiful bronzer, works perfectly, pigmentation is average, easy to apply, easy to blend. I would say this particular shade is more neutral, it's not super orange, as it may happen time to time, and at the same time it's not super red. It's quite neutral. Of course it has a bit of red, of course it has a bit of orange, it is expected because it is a bronzer. Works nicely, doesn't dissolve foundation, might be layered if you want to. And by the way, I have applied a little bit of a powder just for adding a little bit more definition today, and it worked perfectly, no questions. Perfect. Easy to work, easy to blend. There's only one question from our side, and it is related to the dosator here. It's horrible. It's horrible. They want you have too much product on this wand, and it's not that nice. So just simply bear in mind and be careful. But the product itself, beautiful, works perfectly. Love it. Moving on, blushes. We've tried both shades, and I'm slightly surprised by this shade. I mean, I've expected, when I made an order, I thought that this shade would be more peachy and it would be that it would be lighter. But in real life, it has a bit of pink, so it's not that super peachy. So it's a kind of a mix of peach and pink. Anyway, it looks beautiful. Texture, exactly the same. Formula is exactly the same. If you want to try something more warm, try this shade. If you want to try something more cold, try this shade, because it has even a little bit of purple. So would work nicely in case of cold undertone, would work nicely in case of warm undertone. You can mix them together, would be perfect shade for neutral undertone. Anyway, texture, beautiful, easy to blend. Pigmentation is average, and it's slightly satin, so due to this your skin looks a little bit smoother, I would say, and this product doesn't emphasize some dryness. Skin texture looks fine. I'm impressed, I like it. Just a slight reminder for you. You can take it off like this, and you can mix all the shades. And as well, if you wanna, let's say, apply the lightest shade, you can do it. Just twist and choose a shade. Beautiful product. I think I like it. It's quite easy to work with it. It's quite easy to layer it. If you wanna see highly pigmented blushes, no problem. You can layer it. You can easily layer these blushes. Love them, like them. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Sparkle dust. Gorgeous. I know that, but I know that not everyone would like it. And actually, I think that not each and everyone needs this particular product. It's more like glitters, and the size of these glitters, I would say average. If you have tried this product from Fenty Beauty, of course, here the texture is thinner and glitters, the size of glitters is smaller, of course. Here, yes, a little bit too much, but still looks beautiful. You may use this product as a topper, as a highlighter. As a highlighter, it would appear as additional, let's say, stars on your face. It doesn't have visible base. Perfect. I like it. Easy to work. It's quite bright, bear in mind, and doesn't emphasize skin texture because it doesn't have base. So if you want to try something like this, or if you want to try a beautiful topper, eyeshadow topper, try this product. Really looks beautiful and it doesn't fall off. Or it does. Well, I need to apply a little bit more for testing, because I think that I took off a bit while I was finishing my makeup look, so I have to layer a bit and check it out. I'm gonna tell you whether this product may fall off or no in the evening, because for now I'm not sure, as I had to apply powder again, I had to apply a bronzer and as well a bit of blush, so I'm not quite sure right now. But still I like it, looks beautiful. Lip products, and I'm gonna start from Tinted Lip and Cheek Jelly. It's okay, it's okay, but it might be better. Personal opinion, and let me explain why. Feels nicely on lips, you don't feel dryness, and it's gorgeous. It's not sticky, and it's quite comfortable to wear this product. But it doesn't really stain, so you would be able to see a little bit of shade, but just a little bit. If you wanna try something more pigmented, try lip tint from Romand. It works nicely. No dryness after wearing, and you can choose any shades. Here we have only 3 shades. Romand has around 8 or 10 shades. Of course, you're gonna pay a little bit more, but this product from Romand work a little bit better than this product from Catrice. It's okay. It's okay. If you don't care about tint, that's fine. If you wanna use it as a lip gloss, it's fine. Everything is gonna be okay. But if you are sensitive, bear in mind that it smells a little bit strange, slightly sour. So if you're sensitive, you may probably not like the scent, but still the product itself is quite nice, and I do like the shade. It looks beautiful, and it's not a classical red. Because if we talk about tints, I hate them because in most of the cases they are red. That's why I like Romand, because they have quite nice shades, and not all of them are red. And moreover, I like that this product, you don't feel dryness. Oh, hate this lip tint from Essence. I know it's okay. I know that some people like them, but I have some dryness right here, and such water-based tints, they just simply don't work for me and look horrible. It's related to all tints, water-based tints. Lip balm. I would say it's a lip balm, not a lipstick. I like this formula from Catrice. It feels nicely on lips. It looks beautiful. You don't feel dryness. It doesn't emphasize texture if you have it. Love it, but this product is not super pigmented. It's more like a lip balm with a bit of pigment. So you have to layer this product. Smells fine. And yeah, it's not super long lasting. You have to reapply it quite often, but it feels so comfortable on lips, and as it's more like a lip balm, you just can take it and apply it without any mirrors. Like it, looks beautiful. Now it's time for eye makeup, and we are gonna start from false lashes. Why not? Because I'm impressed. I don't like this glue. It's too watery and not the best one, but okay, it may work. I like these false lashes. Gorgeous. I want to buy one more pack at least. They might be reused, yes, but just simply be careful while taking them off. Looks nicely, and you can create your own false lashes, and I like it. Because in most of the cases, if you buy any false lashes, you have to cut them slightly, and time to time they are way too long. Not each and every person needs that long lashes, because everything depends on your anatomy. So you can play a game with these false lashes, and you can combine them. If you don't need the longest one, it's okay. You can take medium and small, and it would work nicely. So I'm impressed. I like this. I like this false lashes. Works nicely. Eyeliners. You need them. They work nicely. They don't crack. Well, they may crack a little bit, but not the way this eyeliner from Essence may crack. Because when I was wearing this eyeliner from Essence, it was horrible. It just simply may crack, and it falls off while wearing. This product, perfect. It doesn't behave this way. Yes, it may crack a little bit, but just a little bit, but not that badly as this from Essence. It was horrible. It was horrible. But the shade, it was so beautiful. Back to this product. Unfortunately, they are not super pigmented, and at some point it is expected because it's water-based product. But you can layer them, and for layering you have to wait a little bit. Just dry line, wait a little bit, and layer the product. And in this case, everything is gonna be fine. And the main, well, actually it's mainly related to this particular shade because it's quite bright, and it might be visible that you have some, let's say, empty spaces. With this eyeliner, everything is fine. I like these shades. They are beautiful. If you want to try something extremely bright, grab it. It's so beautiful. I mean, the blue shade. It's quite bright. And it looks bright when you're done with your makeup. Beautiful, beautiful. And by the way, you can use such eyeliners as a liquid eyeshadow. Just take into account. Yes, I'm impressed. Related to the second shade, it doesn't look that bright, of course, because it's more golden, but it is a good shade for daily looks. And as well, you can use this shade as liquid eyeshadows and everything's gonna be fine. And looks really, really beautiful. I like them. Yes, of course, we have to layer them, but at least they are wearable. Well, this product from Essence wasn't, and I had to throw it away, unfortunately. Finally, it's time to discuss this palette. It's not the best one, but at the same time, it's not the worst. It has some drawbacks, and yeah, unfortunately some, and not only one. We're gonna start from quality point of view and from matte eyeshadows. They're okay, it's quite easy to work with them, it's quite easy to layer them. Unfortunately, pigmentation is between low and average, but these eyeshadows might be layered, so it's okay, not the worst thing. They are creamy, but they are so dusty. Unfortunately, they are extremely dusty, and you have to take it into account. And if you want to be sure that this product, I mean these matte eyeshadows, wouldn't fall off while being applied, take your brush, grab a little bit of a product, tap off extra, and only after doing this, you can apply these eyeshadows. And in this case, they would work nicely. If you don't do it, you may have problems and your under eye area would look horrible, being honest, especially if you're gonna use dark eyeshadows. And this problem is related to all shades, unfortunately. I wish we had at least one shade which is not dusty, but unfortunately no. They are all dusty. But it's quite easy to work with them. So bear in mind, related to shimmers, actually we have, I would say, two formulas. Toppers, and this shade is a classical metallic shade. It may slightly emphasize texture, but not that bad. If you see that this shade emphasizes texture, take off extra and everything is gonna be fine, no worries. These shades, they don't have visible base, so it's far better to apply them over something, and they would look beautiful and they would look nicely. I'm impressed by these two shades, and by the way, they work so nicely together. This shade is also quite nice, and this one as well, but be careful with this shade. For some reason it's dusty and it's flaky. I don't know why. These guys are okay, but this one is flaky. Probably these three might be flaky as well. Bear in mind and be careful while applying them. Related to liner, water-based liner, it's okay, but it's flaky. It's slightly flaky as well. I don't know how, I don't know why, but please be careful. In order to activate it, you have to add a bit of water. You can use acetylene mist or something like this. You can just simply add a little bit, well, not a little bit, you need a little bit more, and you'll have to add more while drawing a wing, because it dries out quite quickly and you have to add more water. But anyway, it works nicely and I think it looks quite nicely as well. It didn't crack, so for now everything is okay. Now we are gonna discuss shades, and I have one question. What for do we need these 1, 2, 3 shades? On skin, they look exactly the same. Yes, this shade has a little bit of yellow, this shade has a little bit of pink, but in my case, they look quite familiar. So they are way too light, and actually you can use them for mixing. For instance, if you do wanna have lighter version of this shade, mix it with this one and it would work nicely, and you would receive a shade in between, and it may work, but I'm not quite sure why for we need 3 shades like this. Okay, happens, may work. Okay, why not? This shade, beautiful, beautiful. It is mix of pink, a bit of lilac, and a bit of gray. This palette would work nicely in case of cold undertone. In case of warm undertone, you have to do some tricks and you have to do a look. So in case of warm undertone, only this matte eyeshadow would work nicely on you. Others might be way too lilac and purple for you, and gray, of course. So a good choice in case of cold undertone and in case of pale skin. So light skin, cold undertone, perfect. And for neutral undertone would work nicely as well. Back to the shades, let me quickly describe all of them. This one is done. This guy, white plus a little bit of yellow. Yellow is not that super visible, slightly warm, but again, on skin not super visible. This shade, warm, it's a mix of brown and yellow plus orange. The shade itself is quite light and you have to layer it because it's not that pigmented. This shade, beautiful in case of cold undertone again, because it's dark gray plus brown. Easy to work, easy to blend. Looks nicely, and it seems that it has a little bit, just a little bit of pink, but the main shade is gray. Now, this guy, liner, more or less the same shade on eyelid. So dark brown with gray and with gray. A bit of pink, yes, so it appears a little bit lilac actually. Dark lilac plus brown, if you know what I mean. Something like this. Beautiful shade, by the way, I'm impressed. This guy, white plus pink, light pink, and pink is not super visible on skin. Shade Lost, impressed. Beautiful crease shade for daily looks in case of cold undertone. A mix of brown and gray, and has a little bit of pink, but just a little bit. Main shades are brown, gray, and I would say light brown. Beautiful shade. This guy, a mix of lilac, gray, and I would say a bit of brown. Beautiful shade as well. These four guys work nicely together. Time for shimmers, and I'm gonna start from this shade probably. It is a mix of light pink, a little bit of peach, and champagne. Beautiful shade for daily looks. This guy, brown plus gray, and the main shade is gray. This guy, brown plus gray, but the main shade is dark brown. And shimmers are gray. This guy, brown plus a little bit of champagne. Good shade for daily looks. And it's quite dark, I would say, especially if you compare this shade to this one is going to be slightly darker. The best shade from this palette is called I'm Dory, and it's beautiful. It is a mix of lilac, a bit of purple, and blue. And it looks gorgeous. Doesn't have visible base, you have to use it as a topper. Same thing for this shade. You can layer it a little bit, but it's better to apply it over something. And in this case, it's gonna be fine. Even if you apply it as it is, it would be fine, and it would look the way it looks today on my eyelid. I think it looks nicely, and for daily looks it may work as well. Same thing for this particular shade. It doesn't really have visible base, so you can either layer it, or you can apply it as it is, or you can apply it over something and it would work nicely as well. This guy, light champagne, I would say, and more cold champagne. Unfortunately, it's flaky, and I've already told it to you. In overall, this palette is nice, but it's not the best palette from Catrice. Fortunately, this time we don't really have any multi-chromes or duochromes, and Catrice may have them. As a sample, Joker palette. I know that in the USA currently this collection is available, and this particular palette has a beautiful multi-chrome right here. It's so creamy and it's so pigmented. Just take a look. It's beautiful. And we don't have this formula in these palettes, unfortunately. I saw the second palette from this line and no duochromes, unfortunately. That's life. It may happen. And by the way, you can try as well these two shades from this palette. They are not that creamy as this one, but still they look stunning on eyelid especially. Just in case, a small tip for you. In overall, I think that this collection is quite nice and they do have quite nice products. My top 4 products from this collection: bronzer, highlighter, blush, and of course eyeliners. And I think that the quality of these 4 products, the best, is the best. Now, related to today's makeup, let's quickly take a look how everything behaves. I have my makeup on around 9 hours and now we are gonna check everything out, and I think that it's quite visible that I still have bronzer, blush and highlighter. Everything looks fine, and I would say more than just fine. Eye makeup. On this side I've used an eyeshadow primer from NARS, and on this side I haven't used anything. I've just simply applied a bit of powder over a concealer. So let's check it out. That's why I don't really like the glue we've tried today from Catrice. It's not the best one. You better to take something else and use it with this false lashes. False lashes are awesome. I'm impressed, and I think that I can take it easily right here. Bad luck. Okay, anyway, eyeshadows. Eyeliner seems quite fine, looks beautiful. Eyeshadows are gorgeous as well. I'm impressed. On this side seems okay as well. Eyeshadows haven't creased, at least I can see. Looks fine, and I think that I don't really have any fall-offs. It's beautiful. Lipstick. It's not long lasting at all. 30 minutes and it's done. Let me know down below what do you think about this collection, and have you tried already any products from it or no? If you know what to write, just simply write Catrice and it would help the channel to grow. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if yes, please don't forget to put a thumbs up and consider subscribing. I wish you a pleasant day and I hope to see you soon in the next video. Bye bye!